Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing? We're BigSky. We're BigSky Farms. We're live again. It's craziness. We are last minute stream is what this is. Kind of pulled it together last minute. Wasn't sure I was going to be able to get it done, but we're going to do it. We're going to hopefully have some fun doing it. The tractor that I am in at the moment is just freaking out a little bit because it's an articulated one on Courseplay. So we're going to give him just a minute to sort himself out. Appear that he's got it. And you guys are not seeing it. There it is. There it is. Woofda. All right. So here we are in the 580. Pulling our Mandico land roller. We're rolling. We are rolling the peas that we sold. Peas that we seeded last time. I was going to advance time up to April so we could start seeding some other stuff. And I realized if we didn't get these rolled, we were going to not be able to do anything. So, one thing I'm going to try to do here is jump out. Oh, we jumped to something else. That was not what I wanted to do. So, let's back up here. There we go. Trying to run out of the way, and instead we get run over. Why? Oh, I know why, because I didn't reset that after I took the screenshot. Okay, so one thing we talked about that some of you may or may not remember from last time is our rolled textures. So what I did is I just dropped Perma's modding flat roll in here, and it didn't look quite right. And as you guys can see, I don't know if I can get a mouse cursor up or not. I probably can't. But anyway, you'll see the difference, the line here. The left part of it looks a little bit flatter, maybe less detailed is a better word. And the right side looks a little bit rougher, a little bit more ridged. I really like how this texture turned out as compared to the one Perma's has when I put this directly into the Loma file. I could do that. It came out, it was incredibly dark. It didn't look right. It looked awful. Due to the custom shading that No Creek did on this map. So didn't like that, didn't want to do that. Didn't like it. So took it back out, brought it back to just Perma's modding in the base game files. So all the other maps that don't have custom textures will use that one. And it looks great. It looks flat and it looks really, really nice. So what we have got going today is, let's come back over here to our crops. We've got, down here in 34, we've got alfalfa. And that is going to be one of the fields that the the feedlot has for their hay this year. They may get some of these other ones up here that we don't own. I don't know what they're going to do there. But I know this is one of them that we're going to be helping them out with. So one of those things that we're going to help out with is it is in desperate need of some nitrogen. So that's what we're going to be working on to start with. Hopefully by the time we are all done with that, we can our roller will be finished rolling, and we can go ahead and advance time again and maybe get a few lentils in the ground. So didn't do good at maybe it's going to open, maybe not. I think we might be trapped inside the fertilizer building, which is not good. So let's try a different one here. Let's go visit the fuel tank. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. So part of the secrecy, the new mod that I alluded to in the description in the Facebook post, is something that I found. I think they're really cool. It's just a basic mod. It's got a new leader box on it, but as you can see, it is the RBR. So it is the RBR Vector. I've seen these in real life, never had the opportunity to drive one. They are huge. They're big. They're massive. And so to stumble across this, AW Modding on itch.io page, his itch.io page is the one that that made this one. And it's pretty stinking cool. We'll jump in it here. But first we'll go down and take a look at it in the game. So standard tank, could put a little extension on it. Engine either 380 or 430. Interesting here on the floaters, we can do floaters, we can do big floaters, we can do row crops, we can do row crop wide, and then back to our floaters. And then these axles will also move in and out to give us a wider stance, which is really cool. Raven guidance, we can do row guidance or no row guidance. We can add row guidance, which is, you can see it here, this camera. This is actually something I'm pretty familiar with. We have on our equipment. What it does is it sees the corn rows and it sees those corn plants, and it will steer the machine to be driving in between those corn plants. It's kind of cool. We can either do no or yes on that. Clear window tint, dark window tint. Every one of these I've ever seen has the dark window tint. It's craziness. Skid plate, no skid plate if you want to keep the crops from gumming everything up underneath. And then obviously we can do headland management. And we can either choose the red or the stainless steel. Obviously for ours, we went with the stainless steel. So let's back this guy out of here. Take a look. One of the neat things about this is, don't have it on, so we're going to have to check and find out what button I have assigned to do it. There should be some four-wheel steer for it, but we can, one of these buttons will do it here, maybe. Maybe not. I did it the other day when I was playing with it. So there we can do our steering mode. So if we're running down the road, we want it not that, and then there we go. Now we can go out wide with it. And it looks like we can actually, there must be just a little bit of an illusion there. So inside is very well detailed. Looks like dual Raven Viper 4 pluses, our guidance on one, and then our other ISOBUS controls on the other. All the dials, buttons, everything for just operating this machine. So we are going to go ahead and take it down, and we're going to go spread some fertilizer for the co-op with our, goodness, this thing's driving all over the place. We're going to go spread some fertilizer. Hey, Sim Guy, welcome in, sir. Welcome in. We appreciate you stopping in. I am doing well, sir. How are you doing? All right, so we can go almost 50 miles an hour with this thing, which is what we're going to do. We probably should turn some hazards on. There we go. Also magically turn it so that we make our turn. Our hazards back on, and here we go. What's Sim Guy up to tonight, man? I'm assuming if it's late here in the U.S., it's probably late over there. I am not near the storm, Sim Guy. Thanks for checking in. I am about, I'm quite a while, about a 12-hour, 10 to 12-hour drive north of where the storm is. So, and we're going to take this little road to the left. This field down here to our left is what we will be seeding, starting to seed into lentils if we get that far. So. And it would appear as though I took a wrong turn somewhere. So, not sure what I did there. 11:30 by you, and you are just hanging out. Beautiful. Yes, we had actually some good friends that were down in Florida. It's fall break for the school kids here, and they were down there, and they did not suffer any ill effects. It missed them, so I'm not sure which part of Florida they are in, but they are all okay and accounted for, so that is great. And as luck would have it, our neighbors are there as well. So I unfortunately had a work trip earlier this week, so we did not go anywhere for the fall holiday. So it looks like it's going to try to rain on us here. So good thing we've got the floaters on. We can still get a little bit of fertilizer spread while it's raining. That's not ideal, but we can make it work, right? So all right. And this wheel gotta find one of them side hustles so I can make some money so I can buy a different wheel. Because this one just is not cutting the mustard. It's either set so stiff I can barely turn the thing, or it's almost like it's freewheeling and turns way too much. It's left, right? So kind of forgot how far away from everything this field is. So it's not like one of those videos where we can just snap our fingers and we're there. There's our 580 rolling. We'll wave to the 580. Hey, Guy. That's Guy. Guy's working. So, what's going on in your world, Sim Guy? Same as always, just working. Yeah, I know that feeling. So, alright, let's see if this is going to work or if I got to do some sort of weird... Probably have to start the truck, so that's probably our first step. I'm doing a terrible job getting lined up there. Goodness. And it's like I've never driven anything before. Alright. Hey, Dallas Bryant. Welcome back in, man. Okay, this is not... There, that's better. Alright, are we going to get some? We're getting some loaded. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Lime spreader truck. It is the BRB Vector. It is a huge machine here in the States. Comes with a spinner box, just like we see here. And then it also, not in the game, but in real life, it comes with a air boom option, very similar to, where is it? Crop protection to the Terragator. So Terragator has a big fan on the back. The fertilizer or lime sits in here. It's augered on 2 conveyor belts, drops down into the air system. This is sucking clean air from here, blowing it all out as close as I can get. Blows it out with these two, through these stainless steel tubes. I have a couple of videos out where I'm using the Terragator on the channel if you want to go see those. Hey, we got Nightbot in here. That's awesome. Haven't seen Nightbot in a long time. All right, so I need to make sure I do this right. Switch to tank 2. Awesome sauce. It's hopefully going to keep running. Beautiful. It's kind of hard to tell in the stream, but in real life, this machine, I can't describe to you how big it really is. It's a huge machine. So, all right, we'll get rid of our flashing lights, and that's not going to take quite all of that second hopper. There's a little bit left in there. So let's pull up here, get started. Looks like our wide tires are going to be okay. So we want to, our vehicle control, just want to detect our width. Working width is 32.7. So let's set this. We'll do our contour guidance. We'll turn it on. We're going left. We're going to do 16.3. That will leave us just a little bit of overlaps. Not quite, Sim Guy. I think they're going to be neighborhood of about 750,000, so about 750,000. And we might have to have this on, no, this one on, there we go. Just so I can see and make sure we're gonna be okay here. There we go. Get our speeds up there. We can get up into that 20 mile an hour range. We're going to set this guy at 10. That's going to be a little easier for us to handle on the corners. Beautiful. We can get rid of that. We'll do our headlands and then we'll figure out which direction we want to go GPS wise. Nice. Sweet, Dallas. Sweet, sweet. The ideal tin, probably real life and in the game, my favorite combine. But sometimes I got it mixed up a little bit. I'm kind of going with a Case theme on this one. Case is one of the biggest or bigger dealers. It is the biggest dealer in the state of Montana. Still a family-owned dealership. They have locations all across Montana. So, Sim Guy, definitely a map you want to check out. It's a very cool map, very well done. It is based in a little town of Loma, Montana is the name of the town. And it is about 4 hours from where I used to live. Alright, here, see if I can get a kiddo to come let the dog in, because I'm busy, right? So the wide on this machine, the widespread pattern is going to make short work of this field. That's okay. So if we have a little, we want to go a little slower on these headlands. It's just contour farming, going around the edge just works just a little bit easier if we do that. So. Okay, so this is where I want to put my line. So we're good there. And actually what I want to do is calm that line down quite a bit. And get it more to that 270 range. Maybe. I think we actually want to go back to that 285 range. Family is doing amazing. Sim Guy, they are doing great. Thank you for asking. Kids are doing very well with school. They have adjusted to the move very well. That's where we're going to leave it right there. Now we're just going to skip it. Yep, that's where we're leaving it. So, definitely not using very much of this. Well, 300 pounds to the acre. We should be putting on a pile of it. Anyway, so I realized a vital mistake just after my stream started, and it was too late to change it. But my Finch shirt here, I'm looking a little awkward, is also green. Didn't even really think about it with the green screen behind me, so that is why it looks as though I'm just sitting right out in the middle of the fields. Apologies for that one, but hashtag streamer life, right? Okay. So then with this guy, we're going to see. Why are we not having... There we go. Why are we not having the lines come up to show us where we are? So we'll see how well this goes. I got to remember which way my buttons are programmed, so when we turn on the end, we don't dump us right into the Missouri River, which would be very bad. So do a quick check here, because I don't remember how big this field is. The whole thing is 160 acres. If we check here, 34. about 14 hectares, so 28-ish, roughly, I think, right? Absolutely, Dallas Bryant. It is my favorite branded tractor for sure, hands down. I am still on Discord, Sim Guy. Like I said, I have it. I don't have my own. I'm just in everybody else's. So, with how the channel is growing and how the Facebook page is growing, I probably should look into getting something like that set up. But we are on the cusp. It was actually part of why I did a stream tonight. Hopefully, I've been sitting at 249 subscribers, so if I could cross that 250 line, it would be amazing. So that was also part of the stream tonight. So be probably a short stream just to get one in. And hey, Mojo, glad to see you back. Welcome in, welcome in. I am doing very well, very well. Not sure what that's all about. There we go. Okay, are we gonna get? Yep, we are. Okay. So get in the end. See, this works very well. Very well, very well. All right. This vector is running awesome. Ooh, that's great. Great screenshot right there. So, like I said, probably shouldn't be trying to spread some fertilizer in the rain, but we are. So, but we'll have we'll be able to do some interesting stuff with the feedlot this summer with our farm. We'll be helping them out with some haying and everything, because it's kind of a ferocious 6 weeks or so in the spring, and then another 6 weeks or so in the fall of getting the crop in the ground, and then again getting it harvested. So once the harvest and the planting, the seeding in the spring is done, things kind of slow down, and so it'd be nice to be able to help the beef lot out and run some different type of equipment, some haying equipment. So, all right, let's see if it's going to be nice. Put us on the line. Good deal. All right. So, I'm thinking this is not quite going to take us to the end of our. We got quite a bit of the field left. We'll wait. We'll see what's going to happen. Suppose what we could do is get this guy to turn, and maybe once he's squared back up, we'll stop him. It takes a while to stop. And we're going to jump over and see. He's got quite a chunk of that done. Whoop. We were going to go over and ride with him for a little bit. Maybe. If we can get course play up, it might tell us. Well, it's supposed to take him an hour and 13. It doesn't say how much he's got left. So I wonder if. hate having the lines up, but I just want to make sure we're starting again in the same place. So he's only got about 400 waypoints left. Hopefully it's going to come back and tell us how much to finish. Maybe not. Guess not. But from this, he doesn't have a whole lot left, so we're not going to worry about it. Oops. There we go. So we'll let him do his thing, and we will jump back over here and continue on with our seed fertilizing. So there we go. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that, and away we go. Maybe what we can do is, oh, you know what? I'm going to have this all wrong. I still have to get some lentil seed over into the drill. And possibly some fertilizer. So, alright. Because the other thing, what we might be able to do if we need to use a little time up, is we could go over and put some fertilizer down on the corn ground. That would be something we do. So, work, Mr. Sim Guy, work is busy. Very, very busy. So, hopefully there's probably about a week to 10 days, 2 weeks for some guys, before the fall crops are planted. Then once those are done, there'll be just a little bit, if the weather holds out long enough, just a little bit of fall spraying to do. And then once that is done, then hopefully life will slow down just a little bit. We shall see. Haven't played with too many new toys. I've been given the incredible opportunity to play with the sprayer that my company makes. And so that's been a absolute blast to get to know that. If there's one thing I love in farming more than combines, it is sprayers. So okay. Oop. I was a lot off on that one. Wow. Okay. I really didn't think we wouldn't use a whole... I thought we would use a whole tank on that one. I didn't realize we wouldn't even use a whole one there. So, all right. What we will probably do then is... Oh, let's see. I think we'll, since this is technically the co-op, or the co-op and the dairy feedlot doing this, we will run down to the field that's going to get corn and get this guy started on that. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Yeah, that sounds like a plan, Stan. So let's kick back. I gotta get music. I gotta get music back in here. This would be a good one just to kick back, turn up some music, and... Oh, excuse me. I work for Horsch. They are a German farm manufacturing company, and they've got some stuff that we import some equipment from Germany, and then we also build some of our own here in the U.S. So I work as a product specialist for Horsch. So I was very disappointed to see the self-propelled sprayer that's coming out for 25. I was kind of hoping it was going to be our machine, but it's not. It's not. So what can you do? Sort of, you might say that. I get to work quite a bit with a sprayer, and then spend some time basically fixing stuff when it breaks, if it breaks. But I've spent most of the summer working on and learning the sprayers. So. Alright, back up the road we go. And we'll have to see. Good, very, very good, Mojo. That is good to hear. Do you farm? Do you have any of their products or anything? Like I said, I am loving the sprayer. It's a pretty amazing machine. So the boom control is second to none. The cleanout system is absolutely unbeatable. The design of it is just, it's designed from the ground up to be simple, easy, basic, and to just work. So sprayer is not in the game, unfortunately. So I was hoping it was going to be in 25, but it's not. So all right. So we're going to take a second here and see if we can. We can. We're going to do this on corn. And I think what I want to try to do, we can go right on this one. And we might do a second headland and then set up a course play course. And let course play go, because we should be able to get finished up with the roller. He's got to be getting close to finishing up there. Good thing we can use our connected features in the game to look and check in on him and see how he's doing. So probably 2 or 3 passes left, so that's good. Yes. Mojo. How some of their stuff works in the game. I wish, I think guys in the U.S. would kind of panic about it, if you will. Holy smokes, we were driving all over the place here. This is craziness. We don't sell much merchandise in the U.S. here, if any. The most of the stuff you can find is from Germany, and so you'd have to find it. I'll be honest, I don't even know where to find the purchasable merch. I get the merch because I work there, right? So I haven't even looked or anything to know where to find it. So, but it can be kind of tough to track down once in a while. So. I think with our, I keep saying it's ours. It's not. With the beef lots, the feed lots equipment, I think they're going to have to do some, just a cultivator pass to get this field ready for planting. So we may try to advance a day or two here and get some weeds to grow in there so we can get rid of them and hopefully help our environmental score just a little bit. This guy is starting to go crazy. Wonder if we can split the difference? Maybe not. We'll go back up to 20 and we'll slow him down on the thing here. So again, we're right in that 315 pounds to the acre range, which is kind of cool. So hopefully we get that second headland pass done. Then we can move the semi up here. We might have him go and run a little bit of... Nope, we don't need fertilizer. We have our own in the truck yet. That's right. See, this is where BigSky gets on it, and then it's squirrel, and we're off over here doing something else, trying to do three things at once here. It doesn't always work out for us. So. Like contour farming, but it definitely works best going slow, but going slow then takes a while to cover everything. So. That's why I'm excited for the second round of harvesting on our Loma map, our Loma series here. I want to see if we can get the soil up and get some good yields up, see what we can get going, get cranking on there. So, alright, I suppose I probably should do the math so that it is a little quicker when we get to the end. Where is there it is. We want to do 16.3 plus 32.7. 49, so we'll probably go like 48.8 just to make sure we're overlapping just a little. Alright, so this is where we want to stop. We want to open this up. I'm going to change this to 48, whoop, not 18, 48, 48.8, enter it in, go back, fire away, here we go. we'll just keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Worker G has completed the task, so our peas are rolled. They're planted, they're fertilized, they're rolled. All we should need now is a dose of spray when the time comes, and should have a bountiful harvest if the rain keeps up and the sun comes out. So let's get rid of the blinking lights, driving around looking like a big dork. %. I'm guessing we are not going to make it back around the top before needing to fill. Which is kind of unfortunate because running this thing around like that is kind of a pain. I wish there was just a really easy pause the contours, go back, fill up, come back, and unpause. So, might need to turn some lights on here. Do that. See if I can get this one. There we go. That's a little better. Absolutely, sir. Appreciate you stopping by. Totally understand work in the morning. I was up at 3 o'clock this morning to catch a flight home, so I know about early mornings and working all day. So appreciate you stopping in. We will catch you on the next one. You too, man. You too. We'll see you in a stream out there somewhere. Why are we, oh, because we're going fast. That's right. Now I remember. £6,800. Are we going to make it back to the top or not? Oh, we're using way less. We're only putting on about 3,300. No. Dropped down to closer to 300 pounds to the acre, 370 kilograms. Interesting. We're just going to do this arched part here. We're just going to take it nice and slow. We should get rid of the lines so you guys have a more pleasant viewing experience. Alright. I'm going to fall asleep running this thing. Goodness. Believe we will make it back to the top. So I think what I'll do is I will build a horseplay course for this guy, and we'll start him on that. And we'll jump over and send the fertilizer truck over to this field. Then we will move out to getting our drill set up for lentils. I don't like that we're going to have those weird little goofy triangles from when I was going too fast, but that's life, right? It's life in the game. Okay. So I think we got 20% left. We're doing great. Alright, so stop there. We'll pull this back up and get rid of that. Whoops. Don't need auto drive. We need course play. Now, pardon me. I have no idea how course play is going to react to this machine. No idea. There we go. All right, so we got one tool. We're going to do 2 headlands. It's not a narrow field. We want to start work on the center. We don't need sharp corners activated. That's fine. I do want to drop the headland overlap down to 2%. And let's see if we can generate us a course and see what's going to happen. Course play updated a couple days, weeks ago to a newer version. And the only thing I have to say is that it loads the course just a little bit slower than it used to. So, look at this beautiful layout here, and got the arrows on there. And one thing I know that we can do, we can go in here and switch it. So now I wonder, it's going the other way. Yep. So we're going to start clear out here, and we're going to, so now, oh, okay, cool. We can rotate between headland and, that's awesome. That is so awesome. All right. We're going to get out here, get this guy lined up and started on the course. And then we'll see what kind of real trouble we can get into. Oh, I hope it does very carefully with 4-wheel steer. Okay, it's going to go nice and easy, 4 miles an hour. We do appreciate that. So from there, we click into this menu, go over here, enter the truck. He is raring to go. We want to, lost my cursor, there it is. We want to send him over to field 8. He's rolling. Yeah. Okay, so now this is where I have to make sure I do this right. Go to our home. And we'll see changing weather in Montana in March is always tricky because we could come up with a foot of snow doing this. I don't think we will, but you never know. All right, so let's jump up and check. Okay. See how much. Okay, so a few weeds, but all right, I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. All right. Boom, boom, boom. We're just gonna get him off the field before I forget. Hey, there goes the co-op. Hey, co-op. So we're going to leave him right there for now. We need to come up, and I think this is our fertilizer truck. So we'll take him down and load him up, load up the whatever the big piece of machinery is that we use to put seed in the ground, the air drill. There we go. Goodness gracious. Sometimes I feel like I'm starting to lose it. Maybe I am. My granddad would say butter has done slipped off of his noodle. Easy does it, easy does it, easy does it. There we go. That kind of came down the hill a little hot. We're pushing quite a few thousand pounds of fertilizer here. So. One thing we're going to check with why can't I think of the word? Easy Dev Tools is. Just do it there because this is a lock tractor. Did we? Oh goodness, we did leave this thing running. All right, so now that we're in here, I want to check. Wait a minute. Let's try that. So we are locked in this way with our amounts this way, aren't we? I see. Okay. So now we know that. So we want to unfold, which is going to take us a minute. Okay, fine. Do that way. Make sure I'm on the right one. Cheesy Blaster. Appreciate it, man. So tell me over here. Goes great, man. Goes great. Is this, take you out here quick, show you my handiwork. I think this lime texture looks a little bit better. All right. All right, give me just a second here, guys. I just got hit with 2 text messages. Way better, right? So I tried to do the smooth texture. I got that changed in the base game so it affects all mods, or everything. But with this custom soil textures, I had to drop it into the map, which I figured out. Super proud of myself. But it turns the soil so dark brown, it's just not right. It's not right. So, had to leave that one. Now, what it does is it smooths it off. You can tell a difference. It's very subtle. I think it looks great. Okay, there we go. Okay, what? We've got all sorts of stuff going on. Maybe. Not, I don't know. Okay. All right. Yeah, probably could. Something I'd thought about, but just haven't taken the time. I got that mostly kind of figured out after Saturday's stream. And then Sunday hung out with fam, and Monday took off. You know, back to that whole, we don't have a whole lot of time kind of a thing. So, all right. Let's see if we can get fertilizer in this bin. And we're going to seed a little. And we're actually going to try. And we're not even going to be cold. We're going to be really off. There we go. Let's back out a little bit. Now we can see it. Not to worry. Oop, wrong button. We'll use it. We'll go with it. Say we're not going to start this again. But I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Yep. Should be filled. We're good to go. But yeah, that's might be something I try to figure out in Paint. So thank you for the reminder of what program that is, because now I can get that downloaded and play around with that here and there. So if you guys keep this up, you're going to make a modder out of me just yet. All right, back up to the top of the hill. Actually, one thing we can check. I think this one does weeds. Get rid of that. So 29 and 30, 31, 32 have weeds. So, it's a slippery slope, he says. We will have to get some spraying in here soon, too. So, all right. We're jumping up here. We can go into this one. Yeah, we're not going to spray right now, though. Calm down. Calm down, BigSky. Calm down. No, not starting a map. So, we actually found, show you this, guys, since I found it too. I don't remember who did the mod. I'll have to look. But this is the one. This is a very similar truck to the one I grew up driving on the farm in Montana. So when I found it, knew we had to have it. So the story behind this one is we found it on an auction for relatively inexpensive, and it fits perfectly with having to hold some overflow seed for us. So with this one, we're going to run down and get some things. Little goes in the tank, goes in the ground, builds the seed, lentil seed. That's what we're going to go get us some lentil seed. So, how much? I don't know. I think we're just going to start with a truck full and see how that goes for us. What's going on with the fertilizer? Why does it... I thought for a second there it looked like he was trying to fill. He should be okay. He's not out yet, so... Cheesy, I do not have the time or patience to try to learn the landscaping part of Giant's Editor. Pretty sure I could figure everything else out. I just do not have the patience. And I don't have that, what do they call it, the artistic eye for that. I think building maps is very similar to, and don't laugh, everybody, okay? It is very similar to drywall work. Not necessarily hanging drywall, but the actual tape and texture. Because the guy at the hardware store, when I bought all my stuff to finish my basement, he told me it's a fine line between a skill and art. He said you have to be a little bit artistic and a little bit skillful. Well, skills I can figure out and can learn and can manage. Artistic side, not an artistic bone in my body. So, hang on. Went over the highway, we didn't even look to see anything was coming. Over the railroad tracks, open the tarp. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to start with about 500 bushel of seed. And we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. What time is it getting to be? Because when you people get me on a roll, time flies and we have fun, and next thing you know, Mama's home for supper and BigSky didn't cook supper yet. So you got to keep that in mind. Okay, 350 on our way up. 480, 490, 5026. $12,000 in seed. Oh boy. All right. 12,000 bucks. We better cover that tarp with that thing really well, and we're gonna shoot straight across again. Goodness, yawning and I'm driving off the road. I think I'm safe to just dive off the side of the road here. Just about roll the truck. Seems perfect. Now, before we get lined up, we're going to run around and move our auger. Which button do we need? 1, 2. There we go. All right. Yeah, I know it's too early to be yawning, but I had 3 very long days and short nights at work. By the time I account for getting up early to be at the airport to fly to work this week, so. Goofed this up. I should have put the white truck with fertilizer and the red truck with seed. Then when whoa, don't back over the hopper. Come on. I know sleep is overrated, but it's also so nice. Alright, I do have to put these trucks on the other side of the road because we want to expand this field right here just a little bit. We don't know how well that's going to work with the big air drill, but we're going to have to try. So, alrighty. I think we are ready to jump back in the saddle. Alright, so fire up our air system. We are oh no, I did not want to unload that. Oh. I was just trying to, well, yeah. Control Z. What's Control Z do? I need to. No, I don't want to put it away. I want. Oh. Yes, yes, yes. I use Control Z quite frequently when I'm editing. I just did not put the correlation together. So, okay, I need to figure out how to. I thought it was. have one? No. That's what it is. Okay. We have to turn the fan off. Now I can change crops to lentils. Okay. Unfortunately, you guys have to see this, so I do apologize. Because I'm not going through the whole dog and pony show again. Dumb things, I have to hold these stupid things while they... It can't just sit on there empty, it just has to... Here we go, here we go. Will teach me to forget my buttons, won't it? It's not so bad here, but I cannot win for losing tonight. Goodness, this is ridiculous. Now I'm just throwing stuff. Now I'm dropping it. There. Well, we can try that. So let's... BigSky should not be allowed out by himself. Now we're cooking with gas. Look at there. Mr. Cheesy Blaster for the win, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are a rock star. You know, he is if BigSky can figure out how to stack things. Okay, now we can start hauling all the ones from over here. But at least now I can speed up this process. Okay, it's unloading. Good, good, good. Yeah, it's not your first rodeo. Might be mine, though, the way the night is going. Goodness. slow and tedious. I do apologize, but we are close. Would not have been good trying to seed peas at the, or seed lentils at the pea rate. I'm hoping that changes a little bit, but we'll see. We will see. Now we just pick this one up and a living. This is awesome. Okay. Let's go to seeding. BigSky, keep your fat fingers off of the wrong buttons. I'm not even going to chance this because I will hit the button, shove the tractor clean over to the other side of the county. Okay. We can put that up now. We can start the fan again. And what I want to try is these trucks. Yeah, they're out of the way enough. I think that would be okay. Okay. Which button am I pushing here? So I'm gonna have to get rid of that road, which is not the end of the world. Because I can just put the road back in further over. Hopefully nobody's hearing me talking about modding a map. I'm really gonna be in trouble here. We may be adding a little bit more to this field. What I did remember to do is reset the acre counter before we started, so I got that going for me. Okay, and now I want to pick it up because I will come from the other way. And do lentils not need fertilizer either? How do I not know this? How am I not better at playing this game? Oh, well. This is a bad start. We'll be okay. It just won't be a nice, pretty even edge. Okay. I think this will be great. Save for the fact of me lugging fertilizer around for no apparent reason whatsoever. I want to make sure that I pushed the right button. That was close. Don't turn too sharp. Alright. Who knows how I feel, how this is going to work. We'll see. We will see what happens. Because now we can drop it down. And once we're over this patch, then we can turn off the create fields. So that's off. And now we can stop. Open up contour farming. We do 20. No, we do 15 and change, right? Yeah, we do 15.3. Okay, so we'll turn that through that course. This is going to be 15.3. Enter. Okay. And then we're going to start. We're going to turn it on because we should be in about the right spot. Oh. Alright, to the right. Thank you for the faith. I appreciate that. Cheesy. Alright, let's try it now, because... Really? Well, now we're going to need to call the repairman out to fix this, because what happened there was we were not close enough to the edge to have the front sensor catch it, and so it kept trying to turn around in a circle until it found the edge. That is 100% certain, Cheesy. It is just one of those days. So I think what I should do is we can put just a little bit of fertilizer down. Actually use some. Don't really need to, so we're not going to. We are using much less seed, so that's good. Oh, I know what we gotta go do. We're forgetting all about this. We gotta go get this guy filled up, because he's just stopped. Right in the middle of the field. Alright. Hope I sent the truck to the right place. I believe I did send him to the right place. It just was not the place where I was to be the right place. Because we're putting corn in number 7. Okay. Let's unfold. Unfold. There we go. Oh, that's going to hit the rig. Oh, whew. Okay, it didn't. We're okay. We can turn, we can turn, we can turn. Can we get it there? I don't know if we can get it there or not. No, I don't. Okay. Let's try this again. Close, yet so far away. We want to why isn't it starting? Bueller. Bueller. There we go. But that put us into... Oh, it did put us into number 2. And now we need to go number 3. And we'll have to pull a little bit out of number 4. So. Maybe. Still not full, so we'll check another one off. Adjust the... I think if I adjust the capacities in this conveyor to match this thing, because it's what, 14, should be 14.5. I know those are 7/8 on each compartment there. So, alright, back to spreading we go. Sounds good, Keith. I appreciate you stopping in and dropping that like. We are going to be shutting her down here shortly because I have got to get dinner on the stove. So, but I do appreciate you stopping in and dropping a like and saying hello. We'll check the numbers because at the start we were. Nope. I'll move over here. We were one shy of 250. Doesn't look like we're going to make it there tonight. That's okay. No worries, man. No worries. I understand life and being busy, so not a problem, brother. Alright, let's see. Okay, we're back there. Perfect as always. Now we can jump over and continue to see. There we go. There we go. Great risk. Let's do that. That's 55 pounds an acre. I like 55 pounds an acre. That works for me. why cruise controls have ended, because 11 miles an hour is way too fast with an air seeder. Okay. And I think, as much as it chagrins me to admit, we're just going to bump out and do a second headland here, because that's going to take care of most of the field. So then we'll need Guy over here to get it rolled. Since those lentils kind of grow low to the ground, we want to keep the keep the rocks out of the headers. All right. I was hoping to get this little piece finished up. It's kind of a good stopping point for the streamola. Hey, Hodge 1 is here. Welcome in, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you stopping to say hello. How have you been, man? It's been a hot minute since I've seen you. A few comments here and there on the videos, which I always love. All right, let's get this adjusted to 45.8 this time is what we're doing. All right, we're still turned on. This might actually end up being kind of an okay. Still gonna move us back and forth like crazy, but it'll be all right. Whoop! Don't turn too short. We're gonna bend a whole bunch of pipes if we turn too short. It's just gonna be terrible. So Hodge, we are up here on Loma, Montana. We've got our 715 case by Custom Modding and Northwest Mods and Edits edit of Borgo cart, big one, the 100-footer. Putting in some lentils in the first week of April. We have our RBR Vector down here spreading some fertilizer on, believe it or not, corn ground. We're going to be crazy enough to try growing some corn up in Montana. It'll be for silage, of course, because we'll be having Thanksgiving dinner in Montana before it's dried down enough to combine. So we won't be combining any corn. We will just be chopping it up for silage for the feedlot. And they are our neighbors. We just work kind of a co-op, do some crop with. We'll be working on this. What have you been up to lately? How have you been doing? Okay, careful. It's going to turn on. Oh. Did it again. Just turns way too sharp. Way too sharp. I should know better by now. You would think, but no. No, BigSky doesn't know any better. Every time. Keeping sane. Not much. Kids. Feel you on that one, brother. Work and kids keeps me more busy than anything else. So, all right. As much as I would like to stay here and stream all night with you guys, I do have to jet out of here and get some supper on the table for the family. So, great ending there, Nightbot. Thank you very much. If you are liking what you see, subscribe to that stream. Or subscribe to the channel. You can see next time we go live, you can join the party. We have a good time here. It's nice and chill, nice and laid back. We get some farming done. We chat about farming and all that fun stuff. So, till next time, we will see you guys out in the field. Thanks for stopping in.